Okay, I am on the ferry. So now the next bit of my life in the gray area begins, which is not waiting around in Seattle at the Seattle Union Hall because it's crawling in A-books right now and I'm just a lowly C-book. Well, I went to the Union Hall today and there ain't no jobs coming our way. So we are sneaking down to California to the Oakland Hall to continue job searching because it looks a little bit better down there. Rented a car. Here's the car I rented. Yay, it's really big. Fucking packed all my shit, sleeping in the car tonight. Making a pit stop at Crater Lake for a nice little run before I have to buckle down and go to the hall in Oakland every day. Gonna stay in an Airbnb for at least 2 weeks and just go to the hall every day. So here we go.
Welcome to Oregon.
Out on the trail. Rangers tried to drive.
Certainly have pictures.
Slight right to stay on US 97 South, signs for Weep, San Francisco. Continue for 23 miles. Welcome to California.
What's going on? Alright, so we get into the hall in Oakland. We walk over to the whiteboard, which is on our side of the Union Hall because we share a Union Hall with the Engineers Union, NEBA. And so you walk over to this whiteboard that has a bunch of pieces of paper on it. It's announcements, and then it's also shipping jobs as well as night jobs. The night jobs, this is where when you're waiting for shipping jobs, this is where you have the opportunity to get a little bit of money on the side, which is literally just taking a cargo job, a cargo mate, or a cargo watch job that's just on a US flag ship that's in for the night or for a couple days, and you can make a little bit of money on an 8-hour watch on one of those jobs. And that gives the officers who are on that ship a little bit of time off as well because you're covering for them. So nice for them because they get a break, nice for you because you get money. It's been pretty empty in the Oakland Hall this week, so I got a lot of nightmate work. So you're basically just waiting until 11 o'clock job call. That's when the dispatcher calls the jobs. So she'll call both the nightmate jobs and the shipping jobs at 11 o'clock. So if there's a shipping job that's on the board, this could be a 120-day hitch, or that's a rotary hitch, or it could be a relief hitch, which could be like 42 days. Depends on route of the ship. She'll post those jobs as pieces of paper that list the job on that piece of paper. She'll post that on the board, on the whiteboard. Everyone will look at it. Whoever wants the shipping job will put in their shipping card, which everyone has this little sheet of paper that says what your status is basically in the union, what book member you are, and how long you've been off a ship, basically. How long you've been out of work. So you have your card. If you want the job, you put it in this little basket, and at 11 o'clock, she'll take all the cards out of the basket. She will put them in order based on seniority. So if an A book wanted the job, their card would be organized above my card in the stack of cards because they are above me in seniority. And so no matter how long they've been off of a ship, they would get the job before I do. So if they got off a ship yesterday and I got off a ship 4 months ago, they would still get that job over me because they're higher book members status. So if another C book wants that job, for example, and they've been off the ship for 2 months and I've been off the ship for 4 months, then I would get that job over them because I've been out of work longer. So it's just all organized in those separate ways, and whoever has the most seniority in that situation gets to have that job if they want it. Ooh. Bernie Sanders. Ah! Represent women offshore, yeah! Woo woo! So I got really fucking lucky this week. And got a second mate job off the board. Rotary 120-day hitch on the President Wilson, which was actually the ship I was on for my last hitch. They've been calling jobs 10 days ahead of time because of COVID, so now I'm just waiting in this Airbnb, which I had already booked for 2 weeks, so that works out. So I'm just waiting for my COVID test. Gotta get a negative test result, and then I'll be fucking good to go. When you get a job, all contact with the union at that point is pretty much over. You don't have to go to the hall anymore. You start communicating with the company. They'll email you, let you know if you're traveling, or, you know, I'm not traveling, so I'm just catching the ship here. They'll let you know what you need to be doing, so they've been letting me know when I'm going to be doing the COVID test. And it's just kind of the waiting game at this point. Full disclosure, this shit does not happen like this very often. Like, I've waited in the union hall going every day for 4 months straight before, when I was an applicant, and I mean, it's the fact that I got a job this quickly, it's just fucking luck, a little bit of strategy, barely, and like, you know, following along on social media if people are posting on social media from the ship that you want to be on, trying to line up, catching it where like the ship might be off schedule and so people might not be expecting the job to come in. A lot of factors really just have to line up perfectly, which doesn't happen a lot. So this shit doesn't fucking happen this way very often. Until you're an A-book, which is gonna be a while. So yeah, now we wait. And I think that's all I got for you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.